today I go to the Field Museum, and it is cold out here. April, and it is cold. And right where Soldier Field is, dedicated to the men and women of football. No, of the armed forces. It looks like a Greek stadium. And today is the NFL draft, so there's a lot of people around here celebrating and partying and tailgating for an NFL draft. You got some dedicated Bears fans, but you know, Bears didn't do too well last year, so yeah, like they say, maybe next year. But anyway, we're on our way to the Field Museum right there in the front. Looks like a big, giant, you know, building for like Britain or something, England. Something out of, what's that movie, Night at the Museum? I go up to the front here. I'm freezing my giblets. I told you it's windy out here, didn't I? And really it gets actually more windy than this at times. So at the top of the thing, and then there's skyline, and of course Soldier Field down there. That's supposed to be the infamous T-Rex, I think, that they bought in an auction. Sue, is that her name? I guess that's her name. It's kind of like the one at Night at the Museum. Here's a fossil fish that's alive and well. Obviously it's not alive. It says it's alive and well. I think I dated her once. Fossils and more fossils. This is where we make fossils. Bones! Bones! It's a plant from a fossil. Looks like, I don't know what that is. That looks like an alligator. Tropical plants over an alligator. It could have been there 4 billion years. And this is more mammals. More mammals. More mammals than you can shake a tooth at. The dinosaur exhibit. The dinosaurs. Like Jurassic Park exhibit. Hey, they got more over here. This is kind of cool if you're into that sort of thing. Into Jurassic Park. Let's see what we got here. Theropods.
Lamiosaurus lamy.
Okay. And that's it. There's ceratopsians.
Triceratops?
Oh, triceratops.
Gorgeous.
Oh, okay. Triceratops. Is this like from the night of the museum? What do you think about that? Is that even real? Or is that just made up? They're showing how Triceratops are, created, I guess. I guess that's supposed to be a Tyrannosaurus. Mass extinction. Wow. Here's something cool. This looks pretty neat. What is this one? Huh. There's a
I'm a paleobotanist. I study fossil plants, and I'm particularly interested
Okay,
Arctic Circle.
not interested.
And the fossil plants are...
Do you like fossil plants? Yeah, Jurassic Park is a good movie, but I'd rather not see it in a museum. Unless it's like Mysteries at the Museum or Night at the Museum, then you have this. I'm still waiting for it to wake up. This place is massive. Man, I can't imagine being security here at night. It would take forever to get here, through here. I'm gonna go do my rounds. I'll be back in 3 days. It's so big, but I come around here and I could swear I think I've been here when I was in, field trip in school. Of course, I never lived in Chicago. I've been to Chicago, but I never lived in Chicago. I don't either. We're lost. She's got a map. She doesn't read it. Now we come to the Hall of Jades. And I guess it's covered with the stone, some of the stones. China's ancient society's jade. And I guess this is their thousands of years of collections for China. Symbolic jade weapons have protected the dead. I'll check that out. More jade weapons. We've got a knife-shaped blade. 160 is a blade. Blade. Ring-shaped axe. Got axes and blades made out of jade and knives. Can you imagine how sharp those are? And these are workers recycled ore from old forms and created new ones. Wow. That's cool. It's amazing detail that goes in some of these. Trinkets were only for rich and powerful. Let's imagine some of the rich people had these. Makes you wonder who. And this is cool. Impressive touch to a weapon. Jaded fittings and parts of wearing states of Ham period sword. Swords. Uncovered swords. 6th Dynasty period. Wow. These are old. There's a detail that goes in these. I don't know how much time it took to get in that green one. Green incense burner. 1644-1911. How much work it took to get through that. Huh. Oh yeah. These are some of the weapons. I guess. I don't know. Blade, disc. Just some of the detail that goes into that is just phenomenal, how things like that last forever. Now, I'm going to tackle this. The Dynasty of the Stairs. I can't tell you how long it's been since I climbed stairs and went downstairs. That's long. Now we're walking into the Tomb of the King's Son. Look how small these are areas in here. Look at it described on the walls. Ancient Egyptian stuff. It's like in a tomb. Imagine him. I can understand getting claustrophobic in here. The Hall of the Mummy. You say?
Went down to see the mummy of a person buried at least 2,000 years after the tomb was built.
I can't. It's hard to see, but it's way down and you see a tomb of a mummy. I don't know if that's real or not.
person buried at least 2,000 years after the tomb.
2,000 years after the tomb was built. Way down there, there's a tomb of a mummy. Please enter the original chambers of Eunice Encke's tomb. Eunice Uranus Encke's. Uranus. This must be real because I glassed off the walls. Plexiglass. See that? Hieroglyphics. Yeah, tomb of Uranus. And look how, imagine who passed through these walls. This is like before Christ passed through these walls. How did they get these in here? Let me read you these hieroglyphics. It says, eat at Joe's. It says, go Dallas Stars. Blackhawks are not the greatest team. That's what it says. Let's sit down and I'll take a picture. Sit on the rack. See, this here is actually the Stanley Cup Finals 2000 BC. If you're claustrophobic, this is not a good way to go up the steps. Huh? It opens up into what? Oh, they made it look like it's dug underground. Like a tomb underground. That is very cool. Very, very interesting. Not a good place if you're afraid of heights. Yeah. This is what it'd be like if you were like in the pyramids up above. Now we got to go back down. I hate this. This is not good if you're afraid of heights. If you have a height condition, this is not a good place. I guess we won't be coming with her, according to her.
Okay. Bear with me, dear.
It's very, makes you nervous, doesn't it?
Does it ever get an end?
Probably not.
What you do when we climb stairs?
I don't remember climbing this many stairs up.
But,
Keep going. I'm not going up.
okay, here's the end.
I guess they want
I don't know where we're at, but it's the end.
to feel like what it's like to have to climb, how far they have to go up and how far they have to go down. Maybe. And here we go. In the very old tomb robbers got here first. Nothing in here because tomb. So I guess they just made a display and said tomb robbers were in here. Here's one. This is interesting. There's a beetle. Look like from the movie The Mummy. And then here's something there in the corner. Like they were fishing. Our first president brought this mummy to Chicago.
Alicia.
Egyptian mummy. Is that real? So people were probably that tall back then. Of course, a lot of people probably died young, so try and unwrap that. Chamber area. I don't know if this stuff is real, but Book of the Dead is a guide to the afterworld.
write that if they were alive anymore?
Yeah, really. How can you write the Book of the Dead if you're dead? Who would you get it to? Only once the only pharaoh could live life after death with the gods. That's their beliefs. This is pretty awesome. Amulets protect both the living and the dead. The amulets you see here were wrapped within the mummy's bandages. It's a real mummy. And probably scare you to death if she opens her eyes or he opens his eyes. Not very tall at all. Very, very interesting. It says these protect the throat, and it's got one for every one of the specific body things. And this, I guess, is a coffin where it came in. I don't know why they got the thing down there. I guess in case somebody gets in there. I got an alarm system. That's what it's like for them to put together the mummy. This, the unwrapped mummy, is the body of a boy. Very cool. The row of wooden statues makes up a funeral scene. Oh, look at that. Body of a boy. Makes you wonder how he died, huh? We don't know when or why his wrappings were removed. Before X-ray photography became available at the turn of the century, mummies were often unwrapped simply to see what was inside. This mummy may have been unwrapped here at the museum, or he may have come to us this way. This is why the face on the standing coffin painted green. Green was the color of fertility, and often god of Osiris. Very interesting scene. Very, very interesting. There's more. Model of the thing that is as good as the thing itself. A model of the thing is as good as the thing itself. Since earliest times, people in Egypt buried useful objects with the dead. It's a very, very old boat. Very old. Imagine this going down the Nile back in the day. Back in the day. Here are some examples of these scribes might have been written. Imagine that. Figure out what that was said. Oh my goodness, that's something. Something else. It says ancient Egyptians used 2 and later 3 forms of writing: hieroglyphs, hieratic, and Arabic. And here we have Michael Jackson. Egyptians wore their hair in all these latest styles. Beat it! Line your eyes up and you can see yourself. Become one with the gods. Looking at coffins of people. Coffins. Oh, there's one that's a little boy. Oh, it's amazing. Well, that was interesting. Mary. And then you can make coins out of Egyptian stuff. Yeah. Field Museum. Very cool.